you?
Hello. Fine,
I'm
thanks.
Kathy. I live in the flat upstairs. I came down the other night to introduce myself to you, but you weren't home. Great flats, aren't they?
Yeah, well...
I just love having an inner city address. It's so New York.
Yes, well, I've never been.
The last place I lived in was just so restrictive. You wouldn't believe the people I shared with. Incredible. I'm a natural sort of girl. You know what I mean? I love to wander around naked in my own home. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. They'd all scurry off like mice. I mean, if you can't be nude in your own home, where can you be? I hope I don't ever keep you awake at nights. My bedroom's probably right above yours. I like to dance too and keep fit. I'm not trained, but I once saw a movie about Isadora Duncan called... Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but it had Glenda Jackson in it, and you don't have to be.
Be what?
And I love to cook. Oh, you must come for dinner sometime soon.
No, I'm usually pretty busy of an evening.
Great. Come tomorrow night. We'll have such a good chat.
I don't think I can.
Oh, don't be silly. Of course you can. See you at 8. Oh, by the way, what's your name? We were chatting so much I forgot to ask.
Eric.
Never known an Eric before. What's your star sign, Eric?
Scorpio.
God, me too. Oh, we have so many things in common. I just know we're going to be friends.
It's an offensive sport, Eric. It only developed into a sport when it became illegal for people to go around killing each other for the sake of style. Be more offensive. Don't be so timid.
I'm not. It's hardly a fair comparison when you're the teacher and I'm a pupil.
It's your attitude. It's up here. You pull back every time you're on the verge of scoring a hit.
I concentrate.
You're far too passive. Come on, we're men. We can manipulate the way we respond to everything.
I never knew leaping around on a rubber mat was personal development. Just a way of meeting people.
For me, perhaps, but not for you. Lesson next week?
All girls, they want to have fun. They want to... Oh, Rick, darling, come in. The door's open. Awful day. I'm so glad you've come. I only get fed up talking to clients all day and then come home to no one.
It's Eric.
Sorry?
Eric, not Rick.
What's the difference? I think I'll call you Ricky. Now, I just know you're a gin and tonic man. I've got one all ready for you.
Thanks.
Sante.
Thanks.
Hope you eat meat. I never trust vegetarians. Something dishonest about them. They always seem to have red eyes. Men should eat meat. Something to do with their hormones. I once slept with a vegetarian who ate nothing but carrots, oranges and soya beans. No energy. Too gentle. I try to be really healthy. I think it must be something to do with being a Scorpio. Was that a sword I saw you carrying the other night?
It's called a foil.
Oh, do you need another drink?
I need a cloth.
Let me.
Oh, no, that's okay.
For fencing?
Yes, that's right. It's my favourite pastime.
I once slept with a fencing instructor. Longest night of my life. He nearly sawed me in half. Wonderful.
What was his name?
Who remembers names, Ricky? John, Peter, Andrew. It was something incredibly ordinary anyway. He kept raving on about being more aggressive. I showed him. I usually prefer men with unusual names. I once slept with a Ronan, and once with a Pierre. Oh, he was gorgeous. Wasn't sure about Pierre, though. His last name was Jackson. I met him at Inflation. Oh, my first visitor. Oh. Michael, how did you get my address?
You gave it to me when you invited me for tea.
Dinner? Tonight?
Well, you told me to come, remember?
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the drink, Kathy.
Oh.
Must get going.
Ricky, this is Michael. Michael.
Hi,
Ricky.
Charles. Lots to do tonight. Thanks.
Oh,
Who's that little poofter?
a nice boy from downstairs. You're not a vegetarian, are you?
I once slept with a fencing instructor.
Dunno. Hasn't got any clothes. Had my fucking jacket torn.
Much better. You scored 3 hits. You're becoming more aggressive. Keep it up.
Only counted 2.
No, you got 3. None were off the mark. But you still have a problem initiating. Look, follow a more natural instinct. Think kill and you can kill. Hate. Be more passionate. Hate me. Attack me. Don't think. Act.
Oh, I understand. You like the beach?
Would you like a drink?
I'd love one. Gin and tonic, thanks.
I only have beer.
Oh, beer's fine. Oh, it's got yeast and hops and it's full of natural things. Beer's fine.
So what do you do for a living, Kathy?
I'm an aesthetician.
What?
An aesthetician. We're responsible for people's self-esteem, their image.
What, some sort of counselling?
Not exactly. No, more like makeup consultancy, waxing and...
Electrolysis.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Where was that taken?
What?
That picture.
Apollo Bay.
Who took it?
Just a friend.
Oh, I just love the coast down that way. I adore Anglesey. I've always maintained that the dicks at Anglesey are bigger than anywhere else in Australia.
Really?
I had to be carried to my doctor once after a weekend at Anglesey. Oh, he's great. He just took one look at me and said, "Kathy, you've been to Anglesey again, haven't you?" Oh, you think I'm awful, don't you? Don't you? You're shocked.
No, but I've really got to start getting ready for my fencing class soon.
I'm so glad we had this little chat and that you've forgiven me for the other night. I just know we're going to be good friends.
Michael from the other night. He's an old friend.
Oh, God, no, Ricky. Quite new.
You like men a lot, don't you?
Of course.
Do you have many lovers?
Well, Ricky, what a question to ask a lady. Well, how about you? Do you have many lovers? Oh, come on. Now, don't tell me you're shy. How old-fashioned. I used to be shy until I read this brilliant article from some woman's magazine called... Oh, I can't remember the name. But we used to advise a lot of women at work from these magazines, and they really helped. My problems. Did I have problems? But then, don't all Scorpios? Listen, I think that's my phone. I can't stand hearing my phone ringing without answering it. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Cop you later, Ricky.
Eric Less?
Yes? Who are you?
You have been called before us. You have been called before the committee.
What committee?
We were set up by the Whitlam government. That's all you need to know at the moment.
How do I get tied up?
Time is precious, Eric. We have other interviews to do. Start this interview now.
You have been called before us, and we have been called before you, largely because of the outrageous lack of control that you have on your life, per se. You long to be someone different. On many occasions, you've craved company, wanted sex. And what have you done about it?
Nothing.
What is this?
You have more passion for the dead than the living.
I do my job. That's
You
all.
are in love with death, Eric. You deny it, yet why don't you live?
You pine secretly for unrequited loves. You sit at home, wring your hands, sip on another glass of Frascati and sneak another listen to Over the Rainbow. You are consumed by fears and jealousies and guilts. You love your own failure.
You must engineer victories, Eric.
Engineer your victories, Eric.
This is a warning, Eric.
Be warned, Eric. Why do you have such a problem with aggression?
That's a funny sort of question. What do you mean?
Well, most men have too much aggression. Easily released through something like fencing or fucking.
Maybe I'm not most men.
Hey, maybe fucking's where you release it all.
Not all men are like you.
Do you fuck much? I do.
Oh, well, I'm pleased for you.
You doing anything tonight, Eric?
No. Why?
Well, you're a good cook, aren't you?
Not really. I wouldn't call what I cooked for you at the beach brilliant. More like survival rations.
Well, I thought you might come around and cook us a meal, have a glass of wine, watch a video or something.